guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is for those buddies who have watched the show like I had and still want to read The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. So let's get started with the video. Let me discuss all the good points first. Belly's character in this book was so relatable, as I have siblings who treat me like a baby sister and I get scared easily and everything like that she portrays is actually me. Second point is that the setting was so amazing as in the show, and I wanted to be at the cousin's beach so much, reading the book even more. So that were the things that I really found so interesting. And there were some things that annoyed me, like the timeline. It has this age timeline, like she's 11 or she's 16, she's 13 and she's 16. I was enjoying the story, but it was a little confusing when you couldn't tell a lot of difference because the setting was the same, the characters were the same and everything. You kind of forget what happened in the previous chapter. So that was annoying. And the second thing that I found so annoying was that Cam didn't get his closure. I so wanted that to happen, but that happened in the show, but it didn't in the book. So that was quite hurtful because he was so nice to Belly and all she could do was hurt him, ignore him and everything. I'm a little pissed off at that, but I still rated it a 5 star, all because I could relate to Belly so much and I loved the setting, I loved the characters. Now let's come to the show. The show is good in itself, but it has a lot of things different from the book. After reading from combining these two, I had to create my own world because I couldn't relate the show to the book anymore. So that was kind of, they were still good as different things to enjoy, and that's why I will definitely recommend you guys reading the book because it has, even if not so much more, it has so much different. And the other thing is, casting for this show was absolutely according to the description on the book. Like I could imagine the person being the person in the show, and that was a wonderful thing. I also think the show has more than the first book because I didn't see Steven and Shyla. I really wanted to, but that didn't happen. And I realized that the show has a little bit from the second or third part. I don't know yet because I haven't read it, and I will. Although I wanted to jump to the second book, I still can't because of my Christmas TBR, which is going to be up on my channel next. So get excited. And did I tell you guys that I cried reading this book? Like after watching the show and knowing what happens, I didn't expect myself to cry so much. I could really feel for these characters. Some of the scenes at the last were so sad that I couldn't control my emotions. All in all, the show and book have the same vibe, same characters, but there are some different scenes and settings. So you can definitely enjoy reading the book, probably even more than the show, because this book really made me feel something. And if my using 7 different highlighters to highlight different emotions says something, it's so good. You guys, you have to give this book a shot. I can't tell you how many videos I watched because I had already watched the show, and none of these people on YouTube had watched the show and then read the book. So I was really confused if I should invest in a book which I had already watched in the adaptation. I watched so many videos and a lot of people really loved it, so I had to give this book a shot, and I'm so glad I did. I can't wait to start the second book in the series because just the characters and the story is all in here. And the thing is that I have to complete my Christmas TBR and put up Christmas videos now, so I have to stop reading it. But it was a good experience reading summer book in winter. I could feel, the summer vibes and everything. I wanted to be at the cousin's beach so much. It was a very great experience reading this book. I didn't feel like it was not according to the season, which I was afraid I'm gonna feel because it is winter, you guys. You don't read the summer I turned pretty in winters. So alright guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful in you deciding or you getting convinced to read The Summer I Turned Pretty. I am so happy that our community is growing so much each day, and I'm grateful for all of you guys. So I forgot to tell you guys, but a lot of people were annoyed at the main character's name being Belly. Let me just tell you that her name is Isabel, and no one calls her Belly. She has a lot of nicknames, so it's not something to be bothered about and not read the book for. And second thing that I wanted to tell you is that after reading this book, I was craving s'mores, so I tried to make them at my home. I wish I could make you taste it, but sorry, not sorry. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, goodbye.